It's officially April, and we're going to take a drive in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg to talk about the crowds and the weather this month as we go over 2 new dinner shows, new stores opening up, upcoming parades and events you won't want to miss, along with how to get discounted theme park tickets, construction updates, and just give you some relaxing sights of the Smokies. So whether you're planning a trip to the area soon or you just want to hop in the car with us for a virtual drive, we hope you enjoy this video. Our first stop is at the Smokies Baseball Stadium here at exit 407, which will have opening day on Friday, April 5th, along with a number of games throughout the month of April. You can come here and enjoy before they move the team from this location to Knoxville. If you've never been to a Smokies game, I definitely recommend going to at least one. We find these to be so relaxing. It's just a great time to come as a family. And you are going to be here in the Smokies in April or coming in May. You can check out their website to see availability of tickets. You can always just come up here to the box office. We have found that games don't necessarily sell out. You can always get some type of ticket at a very reasonable cost here. From the baseball stadium, let's go across the street here at exit 407 over towards the Buc-ee's. And across from the baseball stadium, you have the world's largest Buc-ee's. It still has that title at the moment. I think it's going to be losing it very soon. But you have the 407 Gap area over here, which still has not had anything built yet. So nothing to report on at this point in time that we can show you. They do have this hotel just about complete off in the distance, but hopefully someday they can do an exit 407B, perhaps get into this Buc-ee's right over here as well, rather than just the exit that we have right now. But let's hop on the road and head towards Sevierville and see what else we can find. As we pass this Weigel's on the right, gas is $2.92 here. See how much cheaper it is up at the Murphy Express up ahead. As we work down this hill, I did want to point out that on Monday, April 8th, we're getting the total eclipse. It's going to be about 1:50 in the afternoon here. Now this area is not inside the path of totality of the solar eclipse. Still would be an awesome opportunity to see a partial eclipse from the beauty of the Smoky Mountains. It's an 87.2% eclipse expected to be visible from Pigeon Forge. When it comes to spring breaks, there's a number of school systems that have already had theirs in March. Locally, Sevier County starts their spring break today, April 1st. So I would anticipate a little more spring break crowds this first week in April. After that first week in April, it should slow down significantly. So you can be out here on a weekday, go to Dollywood or Anakeesta or whatever you're doing, going to the national park on a weekday, and it should not be too bad as far as crowds for this month. As we work our way through a lot of antique stores and little flea markets and shops along here, not too much has changed in this area. As we pass by Wilderness at the Smokies and also Smoky Mountain over here on the right. Smoky Mountain, their outdoor water park, won't be opening until next month. I'll pull in here real quick to the Target. You can see the coming soon Target sign here at the corner. So here's a look at the status of the Target they're working on finishing up. Still don't know exactly when they will have that complete and up and running, so you can run into Target and not just the Walmart in Sevierville if you're working your way to a cabin in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. That will be another option for you soon. Here's a little bit of the spring break crowd as we're trying to work our way into downtown Sevierville. There's another Diggin' Zone theme park billboard up on the left, as well as a Dollywood billboard on the right. We'll be talking about Dollywood in just a little bit once we get into Pigeon Forge. And speaking of Dollywood, I'm excited to take a brand new road that will be a shortcut to get to Dollywood from the parkway as we drive down up ahead. So it looks like the Murphy Express over here on the right, coming in at $2.89, is the cheapest I've seen on this stretch of road. As we come into downtown Sevierville, you've got the courthouse up here on the left where the Dolly Parton statue is. You've got Pinchy's restaurant to the right if you're looking for some seafood. In addition to Pinchy's, you also have some other restaurants over here. Gray's Burgers, Trotter's Whole Hog Barbecue. If you're looking for a nice sit-down restaurant, the Appalachian is another great option for you over here on the right. You also have this butterfly mural people will come take a photo in, but let me park real quick and tell you about what's happening. So here in downtown Sevierville, where this gazebo is right behind me, they're doing a classic cookie festival. They're going to be celebrating their 40th anniversary. It's a cookie company based out of Sevierville. They're going to have cookie-themed desserts, baking competitions, scavenger hunts, cookie outfit competitions, and much more. That's from 1 to 5 p.m. here at the gazebo in downtown Sevierville, just down the street from the Dolly Parton statue. It's a free event to attend, but if you do buy anything, proceeds do go to help out Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Now we're leaving downtown, passing Dutch Bros on the right here. Let's work our way towards Pigeon Forge. Make a little stop up here at the Tanger outlet. Throughout the month of April, you can get into Diggin' Zone theme park in Sevierville after 3 p.m. for a much lower price. It's only a 2-hour window, but if you just want to go inside to do a few activities, you can do so for a much lower ticket price. You can watch our full Diggin' Zone theme park tour to help you decide if you want to try the 2-hour window or if you want to do a full day ticket. As we're coming up to the Walmart up here on the right, I figured I'd touch on temperature real quick for the month of April. I find April to be fantastic. It's a little chilly perhaps in the mornings or late into the evening, but otherwise you can go out and enjoy a beautiful day in shorts and a t-shirt. Most days, I think April weather is really nice. As we come to SkyLand Ranch on the right, we recently did their new dinner show and loved it. This is every Saturday night, weather permitting, through August 31st. You can watch our video review of this dinner show in the pinned comment below to see all the food they serve and much more. They're also kicking off a second dinner show called Rancher's Revenge Murder Mystery Show on Thursday night starting April 18th. They'll also be adding Tuesday nights for this show in the summer, and we'll be uploading a video going over more details of what that dinner show is like as well. Let's take a left into Tanger Outlets here. I want to show you a new store that is coming soon and one that is returning. First change here at Tanger I want to point out is on the corner here. The Starbucks coffee has been closed down for some time. They're about to reopen it here any day as they are remodeling it so that it will be easier to do app orders and get in and out. Because I've been here sometimes, especially when it's Christmas time, and the line has been way out here. So their main goal is to make it a little bit more mobile friendly. You can place an order and to pick up your orders a lot more conveniently is one of the main purposes of the remodel. Just in the course of filming this, I've seen about 2 different people run up to the door and go, oh, it's closed for remodel. First week of April or so is when that should be open again. And as you first come into Tanger Outlets, you'll have that Starbucks up and running, and over here by the Under Armour store, right next to the Converse, you would find a brand new store right here, which is going to be a Birkenstock store. If you are a fan of Birkenstock products, they're going to be doing a grand opening on April 5th. You'll be able to start shopping here. Now let's leave Tanger Outlets and head towards Pigeon Forge. See a pretty good amount of people on the parkway over here on the left side. You can see the outside of the old Smoky Mountain Opry building where the Nerf and Crayola experience will be going So not much to show there, but we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go around the back side of the Wonderworks building and head over to the Titanic real quick. As we come to the Titanic Museum, I just wanted to point out that the 112th anniversary of when the Titanic sank in 1912 between April 10th and the 15th. So keep a lookout for some more Titanic videos coming soon, as we're going to be coming up here to show you a couple things happening during that anniversary. Now that we've left the Titanic Museum, we're going to head down the road to the right to check out the Lumberjack Square. Oh, somebody's going to let me over, maybe. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, let's check out the Lumberjack Square over here. So Paula Deen's Lumberjack show is still happening, but the adventure park is still closed down at this point in time. No word on if or when it ever will open again. Let's pop into the Yard Milkshake Bar real quick and check out the April specials. They have the Crookie, which is cookie dough ice cream with chocolate drizzle in a chocolate iced jar. Frozen lemonade, which is lemonade mixed with homemade vanilla ice cream with yellow marshmallow drizzle. And for the month of April, they have a peanut butter cup crush, which is chocolate ice cream with peanut butter drizzle in a peanut butter iced jar rolled with mini chocolate chips. This one's calling my name. You still have the $5 movie theater back here at the Lumberjack Square, along with the Smoky Mountain Brewery and Restaurant. It does have some good pizza. I wanted to point out around the corner here to the right, there is a new old-time photo back here, which used to have, I think, some sports jerseys and hats in this location. But otherwise, a lot of the same stores from the Smoky Mountain Popcorn Company, Dugout Sports Cards, Five Guys. Now that we've left the Lumberjack Square, we're back in Pigeon Forge traffic. I want to talk about a parade that is coming up, the Music in the Mountains Spring Pigeon Forge Parade. One end of the parade route here at light number 3. So anywhere along this area on Saturday, April 13th, you'll be able to watch a parade. It starts at 11 a.m. So in between traffic light 3 and 6 along this stretch of road in Pigeon Forge is where you can catch the parade. We just passed by the island in Pigeon Forge, and when it comes to the parade, which is being grand marshaled by Cal Ripken Jr., this is not like a Gatlinburg parade where you have to really make sure you're there early. There's plenty of space, but just make sure you're able to find a parking spot and be out here by 11 o'clock when the parade gets started on April 13th. We're getting very close to something I've been looking forward to for a long time. We're gonna try this out for the very first time together. We're gonna be taking a left here on Jake Thomas Road. We're gonna try out this new road, which should help us get to and from Dollywood a lot easier. We're going past the Moon Pie General Store and the original book warehouse on the right, and the Walgreens over here on the left. Oh, I can see it from here. It's a thing of beauty. This is gonna save so much time. So excited that this is now finally open. I could have taken a left there on Teaster Lane and gotten over to the island or the Mountain Mile, which is where downtown Flavortown is. You can see they've got some hotels they're building over here on the left side. I'm sure this area is going to get developed more and more through the years. As we're passing by the Ripken Experience baseball fields, and again, it's Cal Ripken Jr. that will be the Grand Marshal for the Music in the Mountains parade. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. This is such a time saver, because normally we have to go past the old mill and go all the way around a longer section if we're at Dollywood and trying to come over to Teaster Lane or vice versa. And I already can see the Dreammore Resort around the corner here. And just like that, we're at the Dreammore Resort. So that is very nice. If you're over here by Dollywood and you want to get over to the island or vice versa, this road now open will save a lot of time. As we come up to Dollywood, I just want to point out the I Will Always Love You Music Festival ends April 14th. The park is closed on the 16th and the 18th, but it reopens on the 19th with the Flower and Food Festival. We'll be bringing you back into Dollywood later this month when the Flower and Food Festival kicks off on April 19th. We'll check out all the different decorations around the park and all the new food. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you're subscribed. We'll keep you updated on all things new at Dollywood this month as well. Before we talk about Gatlinburg, let's head over to the old mill in Pigeon Forge and see what's new over there. So perhaps the old mill itself is nothing new. There are a number of new blooms around the old mill district right now. Let me show you a few highlights. Now that we've checked out the old mill district, let's head up here and take a left and work our way towards Gatlinburg. Right here across from the Dolly Parton Stampede is Mill Creek Road. If I take a right here, I could get to what Anakeesta is building. I just did a video showing you what is 10 minutes down the road here called Wildside that they're working on. So if you want to check out that video on Anakeesta's new 900-acre adventure park that they're working on. They're hoping to open sometime this summer, but you can check that out in the top right of your screen or down in the description below. We now leave Pigeon Forge and enter into Gatlinburg as we go along the spur. Here's some highlights of the drive into Gatlinburg from Pigeon Forge. Over here on the right is the next thing I wanted to point out. You can see a trout facility where they actually raise trout and a kids fishing area. So we've highlighted this park in the past. It's a great, free, family-friendly little park to come to. There will be a trout fishing tournament you can enter. There's no cost to enter the tournament here on April 6th. And if you're watching this video after April 6th, you can still utilize this area. It's designated for kids 12 and under. And as of April 1st, you can now keep 2 fish. I've been meaning to put together a trout fishing guide video showing you exactly what to use and where to go and keep it very simple. So if you have no experience catching a rainbow trout, the video would help you out. If that's a video that you and your kids would find helpful, let me know. I'll put together a really simple guide, so make sure you can catch some rainbow trout when you're here in the Smokies. As we leave Herbert Holt Park, you can see the property over here to the right where they were supposed to be building some type of hotel. That is still just sitting dormant. Apparently it got abandoned, so I don't know, maybe they'll put something here on this corner someday. Still working through some traffic to get into Gatlinburg, but much like the old mill is a very well-known landmark in Pigeon Forge, so too is the black BMW in Gatlinburg. As we pass by Hillbilly Golf, take a look at the line. It looks like it is wrapping around the corner a little bit. Not too bad as it was the other morning, but if you're wanting to play Hillbilly Golf, you could definitely come here when they first open at 9 a.m. has been our best chance to get right up onto the mountain quickly. You've got the Rocky Waters Motor Inn building coming close to being complete. They could be opening up this month as the sign says early 2024. And right next to that you have the Pizza Rio. There's a Pizza Rio in Pigeon Forge. We really like pizzeria. So they're still working on the inside of that building right now. As we make it further into downtown, I just wanted to point out this coffee shop up here on the left. I was just in Cuppa Gatlin Cafe the other day, and I noticed they have a lot of different salads and options. So if you're looking for something with a special dietary need in mind, that might be a great option for you. Of course, lots of different coffees and a little area to sit in and relax. Up here on the left in front of the parking garage, it's $10 for the entire day. They have a number of different flowers blooming over here as well, much like the old mill. As we are passing Anakeesta, they don't have a festival going on this month. In years past, they've done a Blooms and Tunes, so they won't be doing that. I think a lot of their attention is going towards the Wild Side project in Pigeon Forge, but next month they have a new festival they're going to be kicking off. We'll touch on next month's video. And you can see the aquarium over to the right. They are starting to bring back the mermaid show this month. So if you're wanting to have your little ones come see some mermaids in the tanks, you can start to do that later this month. And again, over here to the right, just in front of the Mountain Mall, all these beautiful flowers out in front. I love seeing all the spring flowers and the warmer weather. The Floridian in me is rejoicing right now with all this warmer weather. And as you see lots of people on the street, I just wanted to touch on crowds again. If you're coming here after the first week of April, I don't think it will be as bad as we're seeing at this moment. The Activate is still down right now. They did not give an ETA as to when that will be up and running. But right next to Activate is a brand new Parrot Mountain Garden of Eden at Gatlinburg store. You can go in there and get photos with birds. There's some smaller birds that you can hold if you want to go in there. Between Jason Aldean's and Fanny's, I smell something good in the air and some live music coming from the rooftop of Jason Aldean's. As I've walked up and down this section, I don't notice too much that has changed, at least nothing that I've caught. Up here on the right where the arcade is, where Chicken Guy was, there's a sign on there that says that they're still doing some renovations and should be opening soon. What I was told by one of the arcade workers is they think it's some type of sweet shop. So whatever they do open up, we'll go check that out and see what kind of sweets they have in there. Over here on the right, the McDonald's is completely gone. So they did demolish that building. I'm not sure what they're putting in there yet. I asked one of the store owners across the street and he was speculating something to do with moonshine. I don't know, we'll see. Here's a look at the construction progress on what was Pucker's Sports Bar and China Bazaar. It's looking pretty good on the outside. And here at the Sky Park, they're still doing some work on the side of the ticketing center that's complete. And starting this month, the Sky Park now gives you the opportunity to come up top and watch sunrises at the Sky Park. So if you are a morning person, you can come here early before the sun is up and go up to the top of the Sky Park. As we pass the Ripley's Believe It or Not building, just around the corner is the Crazy Mason Milkshake Bar. Here is a look at their April specials. So if you're looking to get a fun, crazy dessert while you're here, you can hop in the Crazy Mason Milkshake Bar and grab one of these. And not too much has changed in this stretch of downtown Gatlinburg. You can also work your way up to Ober Mountain and enjoy some springtime activities this April, including their mountain coaster, their alpine slide. Got some people enjoying some outdoor weather here at Luigi's Pizzeria, and a lot more outdoor patios are now up and running now that we're in April weather. And as we've made it to the other end of downtown Gatlinburg and are making it over here to the entrance of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, I just want to point out that many of the roads that have been closed for the winter are now open back up, including Klingman's Dome Road is officially open as of April 1st. Roaring Fork Motor Trail, which was back by Anakeesta, that can be accessed now and is up and running. So if you're looking for an alternative to Cades Cove, you can head over to Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail and go hop on that to go hopefully see some bears with your family this April. We've covered some things to do in the city, but if you are coming to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville area, we would highly recommend that you spend some time out here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. If you're looking for an idea of a hike to do, we've got a number of different videos you can check out, or feel free to ask any questions down in the comments. That wraps up what's new for the month of April. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up down below and make sure you're subscribed to catch future updates like this. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments. I'll make sure to cover it on the next driving video. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on the next adventure.